Can I like bring this all the way back here? Good morning, Reptilians. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle, and this is Elle's Reptiles. As many of you know, we built a reptile room. That full video is going to come very soon. I just want to make sure that everything is in this room before that whole video comes out. But in the meantime, we're going to be filling that space with videos of setting up tanks and putting things in those. Not every single week. They're going to be sprinkled out until this whole reptile room's done, which will hopefully be soon. But the first of these is this thing. This thing is huge. We are putting together the hybrid enclosure from Custom Cages. Huge thank you to Custom Cages / Vision Cages for sponsoring this video. Just for full transparency, I did get a discount for this, but I did not get this for free. Just want to throw it out there so that people don't think I'm just saying nice things because I was given free stuff. I was not. So first things first, putting this thing together. Immediately upon receiving this tank, it was very intimidating. It came with 17 boxes shipped via FedEx and this entire novel of instructions. Large cages require 3 to 4 people. Additional people makes this easier. I don't have 3 to 4 people. But ultimately, we did get it put together with 2 people. Just a heads up, it took several days. Kind of a cool system. But it does make it a bit easier that every single piece is put together the same way. So once you get over the initial overwhelmingness of the first piece that you put together, in this case one of the hoods, it gets so much easier. It just is very time consuming. Also very important to note, make sure to pay attention to the stickers on the doors. It'll show you which is an inside door, which is an outside door, to make sure that your doors slide correctly. And all of the parts were labeled. The instructions also come with an inventory list so you know which pieces go to which tank, so that made it a lot easier too. Just know that it is pretty overwhelming at first, but very much doable. And each one of these does come with metal mesh screens for the top, so you can put your heat lights or deep heat projectors or UVB lights or whatever on top. And then if you look to the left there, I chose the ultimate package and it came with backgrounds for these. Even if you don't go with the ultimate package, if you happen to get one of these, you can still add backgrounds on. I just really liked these backgrounds, and the animals that are going on here don't climb backgrounds, so it's going to be my blue-tongued skink and 2 ball pythons, so I didn't need to do my DIY background like I usually do. After that, this whole thing is just a matter of figuring out which pole sizes you need based on that inventory list and just sliding the appropriate panels into place, and then using the really cool corner technology that I've never seen before to secure it all. Very important, because this is something that I messed up. Always mess something up. Make sure that you do those 4 corner pieces correctly. There are video tutorials in there, written tutorials. There's links to videos in there to show you exactly how to do this, but make sure you pay attention to the orientation of those corners and the doors. I'm gonna have to take it all apart and start over? Take all the corners apart?
No, I'm gonna take a side off, fix it, put the side back on.
Luckily, fixing the corners wasn't the end of the world. We did have to take apart each corner and reorient it. It added about an hour or 2 onto the whole thing, but the tanks weren't ruined. It's not me setting up a tank if something isn't messed up, so I wasn't even mad about it this time. However, the doors, I'm not sure if they were supposed to go the other way. I followed the this side inside, this side outside on the glass doors, but the lock is on the outside. Maybe I just don't know how to put locks on. I never use locks. So after seeing that, I decided that it wasn't something I was gonna fix. The doors slide like they're supposed to, so maybe I just don't know how to put on locks. Maybe the stickers were on inside out. Maybe I just didn't understand the stickers. If you plan to use locks, you should probably look into that. And then I just installed the substrate barriers that I got and took off all of the plastic. In all honesty, this was the most difficult tank that I have ever set up, which kind of goes without saying. It's 3 tanks in one, 3 6-foot tanks in one, and 3 hoods. It goes without saying that it was the most difficult one, but very, very much worth it. A lot of that difficulty was probably because I have ADD and following instructions is difficult, and this was a novel of instructions, so a lot of that's probably on me. Next up, filling the tanks. These tanks are for both of the ball pythons and Morty. Morty, the blue-tongued skink, was already in a 6-foot tank. However, his 6-foot tank is going to go to Zaz. And I have another 6-foot tank coming that will be for the corn snake. Everyone's getting upgrades, but let's decorate those tanks. Now for the substrate, we are using a loose version of the Reptile substrate mixture. Each of these animals, the ball pythons and the blue tongue skink, had the exact same substrate mixtures on Reptiles, which is why they all three got this hybrid tank. So we are using 2 bags of topsoil per enclosure, half a bag of place sand per enclosure, and then for the remaining substrate, Reptiles asked for Reptisoil, which is expensive, especially when we're looking at 6-foot enclosures. So we're just doing a huge brick of ReptiChip, 3 blocks of Eco Earth, and 2 blocks of moss, just because those are items that I've used in all 3 of those tanks before. There's a whole bunch of substrates in each one of these, but doing it this way is effective, and it was pretty inexpensive. After I got the topsoil and sand in that first enclosure, I realized that I had to get the lights on this thing immediately because once it gets heavy, it's going to be so hard to move. I did get the version that comes with wheels, however, it's still heavy. Another reason that I went with the ultimate package is because of all of the extra things that it came with. The ultimate package also came with free shipping, which is very important. Shipping this thing would have been very expensive. And it came with huge water bowls for each tank, food bowls for each tank, 2 lighting domes per tank, 6 heat bulbs, and it came with quite a bit of wood to go into those tanks. Those big flat pieces of wood make awesome basking spots for the ball pythons. I love them so much. And if you notice, I put all of their hot spots on the right side because heat rises, so all of that side of the enclosures are kept warm. While I was doing the lights and everything for this, Sterling wanted out really bad, and so I had to hold him throughout the finishing up of his tank, and he really just wanted to get in there. So I actually ended up putting the animals in because, again, I had their lights already. She was shedding and was not immediately in the mood for any new fun things. Once I got all this done, I had to get the animals in, but I realized that these tanks were not very full. These guys are going from 3-foot tanks to 6-foot tanks, 3-foot by 18-inch tanks to 6-foot by 20-inch tanks. So it is quite an upgrade for them. I had to emergency order more things. So I ended up going to Amazon and looking up reptile plants because I blanked on what the actual vines were called. And I found these whole kits of reptile plants, which were awesome. So I ordered 3 of them, and they were definitely enough to fill these tanks. So that made me super happy. Once we put all of those plants in, I think that this thing turned out absolutely amazing. I'm so happy. Look at this thing. If you're wondering why I didn't go bioactive this time, it's because Sterling completely destroyed his entire bioactive tank in record time, and Morty is more destructive than Sterling is, and Sterling also managed to pull down his climbing log by just constricting around it over and over until he pulled it off the wall. But that is it. That is all that I have for this video. There will be lots more tank builds coming. I'll also be doing an in-depth how to set up a ball python's habitat video because I've never actually done one of those. Again, thank you so much to Custom Cages / Vision Cages for giving me a discount on this and working with me on how I wanted this built. Their customer service, 10 out of 10, absolutely fantastic. This tank, absolutely fantastic. I love this thing. It is massive, but it's so beautiful, and I can't get over this. This is absolutely amazing. As always, if you have not already, please feel free to follow me on my socials and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put out a new video, which is every Sunday and some Wednesdays. This week's Instagram shout out is here, and this week's subscriber shout out is here. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and following and sharing and commenting and all that jazz. You are the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Next up, so much noise. Next. Then we'll go through that whole thing. Oh, that was... This kit did come. This kit was super cool because it came. I did buy the kit. Actually, that'll go in the whole thing about. I did buy the kit that came with lights and domes, but that is it. That's all that I have for this video. There will be. But then.
Not so long.